Yo, what's good, YouTube? I haven't really attempted a video like this before, but I'm going to here with the game Pragmata. This is my first attempt at like a review type of thing, but it's content I've really wanted to try. So please let me know if you enjoy it and if you want to see more down below. Obviously, while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Before I carry on with this review, understand that this is basically a first impressions review of everything I've seen so far. As a new player, I'm only about 2 hours in, and I know the game's roughly about 10 hours according to how long to beat, so that's like just about a good quarter. So yeah, just like all the gameplay footage you do see here will be spoiler free and like really early game stuff. So either stuff that was in the trailer or the demo. I didn't play the demo though because I wanted to go in as blind as possible because I was really excited for this game. First note, this game is absolutely gorgeous. Like, no notes. Obviously, Capcom's really knocked it out the park with visuals recently. Both Monster Hunter Wilds and Resident Evil 9. A video is also cooking on that. I'm just doing a little skit for the intro to the video. But yeah, Pragmata is just such a feel-good game. So many points in this game have really made me like smile ear to ear or tear up a little bit, and literally nothing sad has happened. I can already tell through playing it though that the ending is going to be sad and is going to make me bawl tears, kind of similar to like the ending of Red Dead or The Last of Us. Either fucking Diana's going to sacrifice herself for Hugh, or Hugh's going to sacrifice himself for Diana, or Diana's going to have to stay on the space station or something. I just know it's going to go that way. That's always how they make these things, you know, play out. So I'm mentally preparing myself for that. This game's kind of come out at the perfect time as well. I pre-ordered it, but I'm just in a really paternal mood at the moment. Recently, me and my fiance rescued this little cat here named Titus. He was an abandoned kitty, and he's such a good boy. He is so adorable. In fact, I'm gonna go grab him. Give me 2 seconds. Here we go. Look at this little guy. This is Titus, named after the Final Fantasy protagonist. And then there's Nero, our first cat, which we paid for. And they're getting along swimmingly. Anything to say about Pragmata? Any notes? He's got no notes. So yeah, the combat in this game, it's absolutely fantastic. I played it on keyboard and mouse. I know a ton of people have been playing it on controller. I didn't even start on controller. Keyboard and mouse is just what feels native to me. I like, you know, I find the mouse really easy to do the quick hacking and stuff. But yeah, the combat, there's something really satisfying about it. Getting Diana to, like, you know, open up the enemy and then getting you great shot off with the shockwave gun. The shotgun in this game is so good, but it's really hard to screw up a shotgun. And, you know, based on all the previous Resident Evil games, Capcom's really good at making shotguns. So it's been no different here. The people who are calling it dad space, it is true. But I do, like, a lot of the elements are quite a lot like the Dead Space remake, but I do think it gave people the wrong impression that it was going to be some kind of survival horror. Obviously, Capcom cook with survival horrors. Again, Resident Evil 9. But there's just, you know, the game has not got any horror elements at all. It's not scary, but it's really feel good, which I feel like right now, 2026, with everything going on, we just need a wholesome little game that makes us smile. The soundtrack for this game as well is fantastic. You've been hearing it throughout this video, but yeah, just like how do I word this? Obviously, I've only heard like a few tracks, but it's got like a lot of similar elements to like Stellar Blade or Nier, where it's very like quiet, nice pianos, and then when you're like in combat, it like ramps up and there's like guitars and everything else. It's a really, really solid soundtrack. The game as well is gorgeous. I can't really speak on the performance because I have a bit of a like crazy PC. I really put a lot of money into my PC before the RAM prices went up due to AI. Um, you know, with brain fart. I've got like 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. I've got a 9070 XT from AMD, and I have a Ryzen 9. So I had no issues so far playing it. And that was all ultra maxed out settings. I did use FSR3 upscaling just for some of the recording. Just so it was less intensive on the CPU, but in the latter half clips you'll see that I actually turned off the FSR and it ran just fine. But you know, modern gaming, the first thing you do is turn on an upscaler just to be safe, because you know you don't know what's gonna happen or how it's gonna play out. Because even on my rig, certain parts of Resident Evil 9, like the Raccoon City section, I got egregious low frame rates on. But I believe there's patches and stuff to be addressed. I haven't replayed it. I'm kind of a one and done guy when it comes to games these days, as my backlog is so huge. I can't really go back and really fit in replaying things that I've beat before. But yeah, I can't recommend this game enough to anyone who's interested in it. If you've thought about it, you know, just go out and buy it. You've literally got nothing to lose but the money in your wallet, but I do feel like you'll get your money's worth. The game as well is also pretty reasonably priced, all things considered. I do think they took a couple notes from the price complaints with RE9, as this game is, you know, rumored to be around the same length, like 10 hours, and people are like, oh, $70 and I only got 10 hours. Dude, these games are expensive looking. They're expensive looking. You're clearly getting your money's worth just from a visual standpoint, and the stories are amazing. Capcom recently really has not been missing. I would say they're really in their golden era from like Resident Evil 7 onwards. Even games that people deemed mediocre, I really enjoyed, like Dragon's Dogma 2. I'd say the only game of theirs I really didn't like was Resident Evil Village, but that's a personal thing. It's just not a Resident Evil that I like. But from a game standpoint, like how it plays, how it runs, whatever, chef's kiss, you know, no complaints. So yeah, if I had to rate it out of 10 for everything I've played so far, I would give Pragmata a 10. I wanted to like make this review before I had a full experience, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a comment with my final thoughts after I beat the game. But everyone's putting videos out about it right now, so I really don't want the hype train to die, because I'm aware that I've kind of had that happen with RE9. You know, I work full-time. I'm not a game reviewer or a content creator full-time, so I haven't really been able to fit in playing it. And then also with the adoption of Titus and all the vet visits, because he had a huge tick growing on his back, which we managed to remove. I just haven't really been able to sit down and fit in playing any games really for that long or to completion. So yeah. But like I said, this is my first time doing this type of video, so I really want your guys' opinions down below, as I do want to do more kind of like face cam videos, or like videos with like presentation, or I'm talking about like the games or the experiences that I'm having, especially if they're like recent or current. But I just felt like this game really deserved the conversation. I am aware of some of the controversy around certain weirdos who are somehow allowed to breathe the same air as us, and the Reddit pages and the Nexus pages. All I have to say is, fuck you, you creep. That's a child, and you shouldn't feel anything towards that child other than like, oh my god, you're so cute, I want to be your dad and protect you, because that is literally the only thing this game gives off. You're sick if you look at it any other way. Anyways, those are my notes from me. By Pragmata, brilliant game, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I love being greeted by my little daughter when I enter the space station. So yeah, this game is so peak, dude. All right. Anyways, that's it. See ya.